welcome all of you. Here we start the third lecture of integrated circuit lecture series. I am Puneet Kumar Mishra, assistant professor of GLB ITM, Greater Noida. So now we start third lecture, and lecture topic is the operational amplifier internal structure. Okay. So we cover the basic aspect of the internal op-amp internal structure. We start here. Operational amplifier is basically the is a direct couple high gain amplifier which provide a constant gain from 0 hertz to over 1 megahertz. And the second point is such direct couple amplifier do not use the blocking or a bypass capacitor because they would reduce the amplification at 0 frequency. What is the meaning of these two sentence? We cover here. It says that if you plot the gain versus frequency curve, that is the frequency response of operational amplifier. So we find out such a typical graph which started from 0 hertz and gain will be constant up to up to 1 megahertz. Okay. So first point is says that a direct couple high gain amplifier, because it covers the frequency f equal to 0 and the gain will be constant over 1 megahertz frequency. Okay. And second point says that if we use the coupling capacitor and bypass capacitor, then the frequency curve will look like this. Gain will be start to decreasing at the lower frequency, and this is decreasing of gain at lower frequency due to blocking of coupling capacitor and bypass capacitor. Then he says that we never use the coupling capacitor and bypass capacitor in the internal structure of operational amplifier. We avoid these two capacitor. Now next, a operational amplifier, the internal structure consists of the one or more differential amplifier which provide the gain, followed by a level translator or we can say that the level shifting, and a output stage. And output stage is basically the push pull complementary symmetry pair of PNP and NPN transistor. Okay. So we see here the a typical internal block diagram of a operational amplifier. It started with the two input, non-inverting and inverting input. First block is internal stage which is the dual input balance output differential amplifier. We discuss about detail in what is the dual input balance output differential amplifier. Second block is the intermediate stage, that is the dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier. Third in the level shifting stage, we can say that the level translator stage, such as emitter follower. Here emitter follower act as a level shifter which is as a constant current source. We provide a current mirror circuit to emitter follower. We define as a emitter follower as a constant current source. And the last one, the output stage, is complementary push pull amplifier. It is basically a power amplifier which is used for a high swing at the output stage. For a signal we get at the output stage with the high swing. Now next, op-amp consists of the following stage. We also discuss about the block diagram, and same point will be here. The input stage is dual input balance output differential amplifier. Intermediate stage dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier. Level shifting stage is such as emitter follower with a constant current mirror source. Output stage a complementary symmetry push pull amplifier. Okay. So, we discuss about the first stage. First stage is dual input balanced output differential amplifier, and differential amplifier is a basic building block of operational amplifier. Differential amplifier used to obtain a high gain and high CMMR common mode rejection ratio we get with the help of differential amplifier. Input stage, that is the differential amplifier, is a dual input balance output differential amplifier. That output level, what is the meaning of balance? Balance means the output does not have a DC or a biasing voltage. Balance output is differential to difference of the two input difference of the two input applied voltage. Okay. We discuss about the this part. Output does not have DC or a biasing voltage. So, we discuss about we take a typical diagram of differential amplifier. It made with the two identical transistor, BJT transistor Q1 and Q2. This is RE, this transistor Q1, this is the Q2. We taken the 2 point X and Y at the collector of these two transistor, and output taken from these two. This is the V out, and we apply a signal. Let us suppose that V1, V2. This is the non-inverting terminal. Sorry, this is the inverting terminal, and this one the non-inverting terminal. So, he says that, and this supply here is the negative supply minus V. This is the typical differential amplifier, which consists of the two identical transistor Q1 and Q2 with the two collector resistance RC equal, both RC are equal, and one resistance RE, emitter resistance. Okay. So, first point it says that it is used for a high voltage gain and a high value of CMMR. If you derive the derivation from common mode rejection ratio, CMMR is directly proportional to RE, emitter resistance. We see here the RE. If we increase the RE, CMMR will be increased. So, common mode rejection ratio will be increases with the increasing of RE. Okay. Second point, it has no differential amplifier at the first stage, dual input, dual output or a balance output. What is the meaning of balancing? Let us suppose that if X node give the voltage, let us suppose that 5 DC voltage, and X node has the voltage 5. 5 is a DC voltage or a bias voltage, and V1 sin omega t. This is the AC, and this one DC, and in the similar fashion Y node have also 5 DC voltage and V2 sin omega t. So, both node has the two voltage component DC and AC, and the quality of differential amplifier, the output will be A V1 minus V2. A is the gain of amplifier. This is the gain of amplifier. Then if we put the node voltage of Vx. Let us suppose that we if you write here the Vx minus Vy, then we get the V1 sin omega t minus V2 sin omega t. That means the differential amplifier has ability to cancel the DC biasing voltage at the output side. Okay. So, this is the base typical differential amplifier. If you consider the IC 741, then we neglect the collector resistance, RC resistance with the active load, that is the current mirror, and we also replace the RE, high value RE with the current mirror circuit, that is the biasing circuit, current mirror. Okay. Because if we want to high CMMR, RE also increases, and a high value resistance, it is not possible to form on a silicon chip. So, we can neglect, we can replace the RE with the current mirror circuit, and current mirror circuit is also easily available in form of integrated circuit. This is the first input stage. Second is the intermediate stage. Intermediate stage says that it has the dual input, unbalanced output. Unbalanced output means it not cancel the DC RA biasing voltage. Okay. Unbalancing means here it does not cancel out DC biasing voltage. Okay. Let me consider that VCC, it is similar as input state differential amplifier RC. Here signal V1, let V2, these both are the AC signal, and in the similar function this is the RE, this is the minus V. Okay. And here the unbalanced output, this node is X, this node is Y, and output taken from node Y V out. Okay. So, output will taken from the node Y and with respect to ground. What will happen if if X is contained, let us suppose that the 5 plus some AC part, and Y also contain the 5 plus some AC part, AC signal, then unbalanced output differential amplifier has not ability to cancel out the this DC signal 5, and output, let us suppose that input is AC signal with the mean is 0. If we contain the DC 5 plus AC, this is considered as a AC signal, a sin omega t or a cos omega t. Here it look like as a sine wave. If 5 plus AC will come out at the output state, what will happen? The 0 mean will be shifted at the 5 volt, and the signal look like this. Okay. This will happen at the output of intermediate stage. Purpose of this intermediate stage to amplification, but it insert a DC level in a AC signal. Then we use at the next stage we will use a level shifter or a level translator which can minimize the DC 5 volt, it reduced to 0 volt. Okay. So, next stage is the level shifting stage, such as emitter follower, using a constant current source. The circuit used to shift a DC voltage level of a signal to 0 volt, or a circuit which eliminate the DC voltage from a AC signal, and used to eliminate the DC biasing voltage present in the output of the intermediate stage. Means in previous case we discussed about the intermediate stage output had contained the AC and DC part, and the next level shifting will be level shifting will be reducing this DC voltage tend to reduce to 0. So, level shifter is a common collector amplifier, that is the emitter follower. It is which has very high input resistance and prevent the loading effect of the intermediate stage. Okay. If any device in electronics engineering have the high input impedance, means it neglect the loading effect. Okay. So, in similar function in op-amp structure, we discuss about the two stage. First stage is differential amplifier. Differential amplifier has also ability to increase the input impedance of operational amplifier. Okay. And here level shifter common collector amplifier, which has very high input resistance, which can prevent the loading effect. If you consider the loading effect, let first consider the loading effect. Let us suppose that this is our device, let us suppose that a amplifier, okay, and we use a voltage source Vs with a wire equivalent resistance Rs. This is the resistance of wire, and input impedance of amplifier is Rin. Okay, Rin, and let we use a here a multimeter and measure the input voltage of amplifier at the input side. Then we get the Vm equal to Vs Rin divided by Rs plus Rin. This is the Vm. If we solve this, 1 plus Rs by Rin. And for a ideal case, Vm should be equal to Vs, and for this we put the Rin equal to, it tends to infinity. Okay. And this mechanism is defined as the loading effect. If loading effect will occur when Rin has some finite value, if Rin has a high value, then loading effect will be neglect. This is the concept of loading effect. तो any electronic device, किसी भी electronic device को अगर हम पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है, तो उसका इनपुट इम्पीडेंस हमेशा हाई रखते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल मॉसफेट हैज हाई इनपुट इम्पीडेंस, ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर हैज हाई इम्पीडेंस. दिस डिवाइस कैन बी निग्लेक्ट द लोडिंग इफेक्ट. तो we discuss about the level shifting stage. It is a basically a common collector the common collector with the two resistance. Let us suppose that Re1, Re2, and we taken from the output V output. So, V in is the output of our second stage, that is the intermediate stage, which contain the two part, that is the AC plus DC. Both signal will apply at the input of level shifting stage, okay, and we get the output V out only AC signal, not a DC. So, the purpose of this arrangement or this circuit to minimize the DC voltage up to 0 level, to reduce the DC to 0 volt. So, it is called a level translator or a level shifting stage. Okay. And not a 0, here it not a ground, it is minus VEE. Okay. The common collector is basically work on a virtual ground principle. and virtual ground principle says that if you solve this for a purpose of virtual ground, let us suppose that here is the potential V, then we find the ratio of V versus VE mod is equal to RE1 divided by RE2. This equation or this relation will says that the common collector amplifier will work on a virtual ground principle. Okay. Here we use the capacitor also for a level shifting. For example, clamper circuit is as a level shifting, but we cannot use the capacitor as a level shifter in internal structure of IC 741 because a microfarad, a high value of capacitor, it is very difficult to fabricate the high value of capacitor on a silicon chip. Okay. And if we use the capacitor, it also block the DC. We can never use the IC IC 741 as a voltage regulator. Okay. So, we not consider the capacitor at the internal structure of. We generally avoid the capacitor, high value capacitor in form of IC, integrated circuit. Okay. Now, emitter follower has high input impedance, it is also provide the high input impedance to operational amplifier. Okay. Here RE2, if RE2 increases, it is a very difficult high value RE2 will not available in form of integrated circuit. We neglect the RE2, we use in place of RE2 a current mirror circuit. We replace the RE2 with the constant current source. Now, next the output stage are a complementary symmetry push pull amplifier. Here we use the class AB push pull amplifier as a output stage, and the purpose of the output stage is to stretching the AC signal, that is the increasing the swing of AC signal. This is the purpose of power amplifier we use at the output stage. And the second also it increases the driving capability of operational amplifier. If we want a amplifier, if we try to design an amplifier, then it is necessary to remember that the driving capability of amplifier should be high. That is the reason behind we use the BJT in case of amplifier as compared to MOSFET, because the MOSFET has low driving capability as compared to BJT. At the output stage, we use a push pull amplifier, and purpose of push pull amplifier to reduce the harmonic distortion. And why harmonic distortion is present at the output stage? Because due to non-linearity of transistor. Transistor work in a non-linear mode or in linear mode. So, if we work on a non-linear mode, then harmonic distortion will be present at the output. And second, the output stage increases the output voltage swing and raises the current driving capability of. This is the important term of, because the amplification GM, amplification factor, if you consider a amplifier, the amplification factor depends upon GM, and GM depends upon current of device, that is the current driving capability of amplifier. If and next one important thing is also power amplifier provide the low output impedance for a operational amplifier. If any device has the low output impedance, it can also neglect the loading effect. Okay. So, well designed output stage also provide the low output resistance. So, it means the if well designed operational well designed the push pull power amplifier, it also provide the low output resistance. Okay. One simple example of the operational amplifier, we consider a circuit, a typical circuit such as This is the V out. The output will be taken from base. So, this is the NPN transistor, this will be the PNP, and output taken from the internal stage of input of the class push pull amplifier will taken from the output of the level shifting, that is the AC signal. Okay. And purpose of this is the atypical complementary class AB push pull amplifier, and the purpose of this power amplifier to stretches the swing of AC signal. This will be the swing. If you use the general amplifier, if general amplifier give the signal look like this output, this swing. If you use the power amplifier for this is the conventional amplifier, and this will be the our power amplifier. Purpose of power amplifier to increases the swing at the output of ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर, मीन्स एसी सिग्नल का जो स्विंग है वो इंक्रीज करे, तो जिससे कि हमें मैक्सिमम एम्पलीफिकेशन मिले सिग्नल को. ओके. एंड सेकेंड वन इज इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज it provide the low output impedance. It provide the low output impedance, means well designed amplifier give the low output impedance. This is the reason behind the output impedance of operational amplifier is low. It is a very low, and practical value I think it will be 50 ohms to 100 ohm for a IC 741. Okay. What is the purpose of low output impedance? Let us suppose that we have a device amplifier, and it look like this is the resistor RO, and we connect a VM, and this is the amplification. Let us suppose that A V in. If we measure with the multimeter, that is the VM, we want VM. So, ideally VM will be A V in. Okay. For example, we consider amplifier as a voltage control voltage source device. Then we get if we measure the output side of amplifier with the multimeter, we get the VM. It is possible when RO should be 0. If RO will be 0, we find the ideal amplification of a voltage, that is the VM equal to AV. And it is also if RO is 0, it neglect the loading effect. Okay. Now, in next lecture, a term in today lecture we in many times we use a term current mirror. Then we in our next lecture we will consider a topic on a current mirror for in a lecture series of integrated circuit. Okay. Now we consider we close here today lecture, and then in next lecture we discuss about the current mirror circuit. Okay. Thank you.